Hello everybody. Today I am going to be talking about a pretty controversial topic, which you could probably tell by the title. It's the evidence for Sans in Smash. Now, don't click off the video just yet. I'm not saying Sans will be in Smash. I'm just stating all the evidence for his inclusion as one of the 5 DLC fighters. Now, the first piece of evidence for him is the release of Undertale on the Switch earlier this year. Now, I don't think this is a strong contributor, but since I could see Nintendo wanting to promote this big indie game that is now on the Switch, and Sans being in Smash would probably, almost definitely, boost the sales for Undertale on the Switch, just like we've seen it boost sales for many of games. Now, the next piece of evidence for Sans is a certain piece of dialogue in Deltarune. Deltarune is kind of like a demo for the next Undertale game. But anyways, there's a part in Deltarune where a character says, and I quote, "Remember that video game you and Azrael used to play? What is it called? Super Smashing Fighters?" When he was very little, he loved the green lizard from that. He even had a birthday party themed around it. Your father painted all these eggs with spots as decoration. Oh, your brother loved it. Until the next day your father cooked them all for breakfast. Now, this is a very obvious reference to Smash and Yoshi, who is a playable fighter in Smash. We saw a very similar thing to this in Bayonetta when it was released on the Switch. Rodin was talking about Smash, and he ended up being revealed as an assist trophy in Ultimate. So I think this could be a real hint at Sans' inclusion in Smash, if this means anything, or it's just a wink to the fans. The final piece of evidence I found is that many places, I couldn't find an exact source from this, is that Sakurai has apparently been playing a lot of indie games recently, and one of them has been Undertale. Even though Sakurai isn't choosing the DLC fighters this time, I could see if he wanted Sans to be in the game, he would be in the game. Now, there is one last thing I do want to bring up that hurts Sans' chances in Smash as a fighter, which is the fact that he's an indie character, and no indie character has been playable in Smash yet. But we do know that indie characters are being represented in Smash with Shovel Knight as an assist trophy and Shantae as a spirit. And from my perspective, those two were more likely to be playable characters in Smash because of their history with Nintendo, Shantae being on Nintendo all the way back since the Game Boy Advance, and Shovel Knight being heavily marketed on Nintendo, with him even having an amiibo. So I think that them not being playable hurts Sans' chance at being a playable fighter, but I would not be surprised if he ended up as a spirit, because Sakurai has apparently played the game, and Undertale is a very good game, so I'd imagine Sakurai enjoyed it. So I would understand if Sakurai got him in as a spirit, but I do not personally see him getting in as a fighter this time around. So that's the video. But I am planning on doing a lot more on this channel about characters who could be getting in Smash and all things Smash. So I would recommend subscribing, because I'm going to be trying to do this whole YouTube thing. So that's all for now. Bye.
I love Dark Pit.